Hey guys, who's my here back with another video. In this video I'm going to be doing another installment of my redesign series, where I take a character from one series and put them into another series or into a specific theme. And for this episode, as you guys probably gathered by the thumbnail and title and the huge steampunk up in everything about this layout right now, I'm doing Steampunk Natsu. Since my last Natsu video was received pretty well, I decided I wanted to bring him back. And what I discovered in the last video, since I had never drawn him before, I actually really like drawing Natsu. I like his eyes and his face ratio and stuff like that. It's very appealing and fun to draw. For this redesign, unlike my last ones, I kind of tried to go for more of a poppy image instead of kind of just a full body layout of the character. And I wanted to just try out this bust shot kind of pose and just have a lot of fun with it, because when you're this close to the character, you can emphasize on the emotion more and do a little bit more detail in the whole illustration overall, since it's more zoomed up. Not saying that there's not as much detail in a full body illustration, but you know, when you're doing a bust pose, a lot of the detail goes into the emotion, the facial emotion of the character, and all this other detail that's up close. And it's, I don't know, I find it really fun. One of my next videos, I might try to do like a thigh up illustration, because that one shows still a majority of the design and allows you to play around with the composition and character position a little bit more than just a bust shot. As I was drawing this, I quickly realized how cool Natsu actually looks in this kind of like steampunk setting. I was like, oh man, this is super cool. And it started making me think of, you know, a steampunk series where, what if there's a steampunk series where they like hunt dragons or something like that? And it was revolved around, you know, like fantasy elements like that with dragons and steampunk and maybe a little bit of magic mixed in. It would have that super fantastical element to it, all the magic and then mystical creatures and stuff like that. I always find that stuff so fascinating, and I could definitely see myself trying out a steampunk series later on. I did do a steampunk one-shot, and it's older, and it kind of sucks. It's around on the internet. No, I'm not going to give you the link. It sucks, and I'm not proud of it. So, in any case, I'm actually going to talk a little bit about the design now, and what I'm drawing on. As many of you regular watchers already know, I typically do my redesign series traditionally and I sketch them out on paper, but I decided to try out something a little bit different this time around. Sketching this on Procreate with my iPad Pro 12.9-inch 2017 model. And the pencil I'm using is a pencil I made recently, and I really like it. It's probably my favorite pencil I've ever made so far. And Procreate in general, with most of their tools, they tend to have a really traditional feel to them, and they also have a lot of default pencils that feel pretty dang traditional as well. They really nail kind of traditional feeling painting and traditionally feeling sketching tools on there. One thing that I feel like they haven't really nailed as well is traditionally feeling inking tools. But I typically ink all my works on Clip Studio anyways, so I'm not too worried about that, but I am definitely looking to try to create some sort of ink pen for Procreate at some point. The reason I decided to do this on Procreate instead of just traditionally is because I wanted to give this pencil a try on a YouTube video and on one of these redesign sketches, because I've been posting quite a few little quick sketches on my Instagram lately. If you're not following me on my Instagram, what you do, link in bio. Yeah, I wanted to give it a shot, and one of the other reasons why I wanted to try this was because with my traditional drawings, I don't typically scan them in, I just take a picture of them, and when I do scan them in, for some reason they never feel right. So when I made this pencil, and this pencil really gave off the same kind of vibe as my normal traditional pencil sketches, I was like, man, this looks like just a really good scan of a pencil sketch. So the finished drawing ends up looking much more appealing, because it just looks like, you know, what I'm looking at when I go and share it around. It looks like a pencil sketch. It looks like a perfectly scanned pencil sketch. And I really like that idea, so I wanted to give it a shot. If you guys like this kind of stuff, definitely hit that thumbs up button. It lets me know if you guys are liking the content and whatnot. And you know, if you don't like it, you can hit that thumbs up button too. Like a good deal to me. But yeah, okay, so let's address the scarf problem. In my last one with the Natsu redesigned into a Black Clover Magic Knight, everyone's like, it's not Natsu, he doesn't have his scarf. I did incorporate his scarf in there. It's just down towards his waist, towards the back, and it's very muddled and you can't really see it. So I did, but it just wasn't in a very good place. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry. So to make it up to you guys, I made sure I put it in a good spot. I put it around his neck, but I did add some like little buttons to it in the front, and I had it kind of like tied in the back, kind of poking out. So there you go. Now it's Natsu. Gosh, you guys are so picky. Nah, just messing with it. I've still yet to actually start watching Fairy Tail, sadly, but I started getting some other anime, and I've been doing a lot of commission work. But yeah, as you guys know, I was watching Konichi last time, I think I mentioned, and I also started watching Mashishi, and then One Punch Man Season 1 came out, but I'm definitely going to be watching it. So as for the design, I didn't decide to take away his firepower or anything. I decided to keep his firepower at the end. You kind of see me add in a little bit of kind of like smoky flame and stuff like that. To add some scales onto the side of his face. They kind of got a little muddled and just looked like he has some sort of disease or something. Yes, I'm a great artist, yes. And I gave him just kind of like steampunk metal gloves and stuff like that, and the goggles, and I didn't really think too much about you know, his character in general, because I don't know enough about him. But yeah, I really don't know anything about him, and I'm not really trying to look up anything about him, because, you know, I don't want to spoil anything for myself. And the moment you look up anything about a character, it's like, by the way, his brother is this person, and then he's related to this person, and then his uncle is yeah, I'm trying to kind of avoid that thing. So by the way, just to let you know, if you guys do like this and you're like, oh, but I don't want you to stop doing traditional drawings on the channel, don't worry, I'm not going to stop doing traditional drawings on the channel. It's just this would give me a little bit more leeway and variety with other type of content as well. Just thought I would mention that. But in general, with this design and how it ended up turning out, I was super satisfied. And in fact, I was just like, man, you know, I really want to create a steampunk series. I don't know, just designing this type of stuff is really fun, like the retro metal and like gears and stuff like that. It's just so much fun. You know what? This is actually my character design, and his name is Natsu Dragneel. This is my character. No, I'm just messing with you guys. And also, with the words down at the bottom where it says loves fire, food, and friends, I know he's like really close to his friends and stuff like that, and you know, showing characters love food. And then I know that his power is fire, and he can also eat fire, so I know that much about him. And then I put down power, and then I put like a bunch of fire emotes. And just a fun little fact, that fire emote, I actually make all those emotes that are down there. I make them myself just to avoid any like copyright or something. But yeah, I actually make all those emotes myself. But just out of curiosity, what character do you think I should redesign into a specific other series or into a specific theme? Comment in the comment section below and let me know. I already have a few backstock of ideas written down, but just curious on where you guys' creative thoughts would be. Also, what do you guys think of this digital sketch comparatively to my traditional sketches I typically do on here? Do you guys think it looks pretty similar to my normal stuff? With the shading techniques and all that sorts of stuff? One of the things I do notice about these digital sketches comparatively to my traditional sketches is I do have a lot more gray tones, it feels like, because of the tilt feature of the pencil allows me to put those in, so I end up using that to my advantage and trying to use that a little bit more. I really hope you guys do like this kind of like digital sketch thing, because this is really fun for me to do, and it's a little bit more laid back the way I can do it. So in other words, Natsu fans, come on, share the video, share it everywhere. This is another one of those illustrations that I really do want to finish, but now I have a bunch of backstock sketches that I want to finish because of this redesign series. Thank you redesign series. And in any case, if you guys want to help support my arts, help support what I do on this channel, you guys can check me out on my Patreon, or you guys can grab a print. Link for both of those are in the description. But I would like to take this time to thank my current patrons: Elizabeth, Woody Ellis, Heke Pelage, Wear My Crown, Daniel Healer, Noah Henderson, Maricuzio, JT, Satoshi, Slow Days, Alpha Dog Studios, Aaron McQuiston, Liqueur, Person Smith, Malcolm X, This Guy Solo, Parthana, Thomas, Grim Reaper, Spencer, Blake Belcher, Carlos Loza, Wes Flinch, Gremoff, Alicio Claro, David Jordan, Ian Dobb, and Johnny Boy Draws. You guys are the best pencil snobies there are and help me be able to do what I do on this channel. In any case, if you guys like this video, please hit the thumbs up button, and if you're new to this channel, like what you see, please subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notified when each video comes out. Like always, guys, hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.